One more time, welcome to the yoga practice. And this practice will start in supine position. You're welcome to first have your knees bent, maybe plant your feet comfortably on the floor so you have some space to experiment with position of your pelvis. So make sure that you don't feel how that your lower back is flat on the floor. So play a little bit with position, like a bit of the tilting here, till you find that it's comfortable. And when you're releasing the arms on the sides of your hips, also maybe squeeze the shoulder blades, let some external rotation of the shoulders to happen, extend your arms, check if you turned your palms up toward the ceiling. Take a couple of long exhales to settle. So you don't want to feel that you are rigid in this position. You want to be relaxed in this position. And then if it's comfortable for you, extend your legs. Extend your legs, have them heels a little bit apart, kind of a shoulder, hip distance or a little bit wider. And as we continue with the breathing, taking the breath through the nostrils in and out, I want you to connect to your spine. And I'm inviting you to let your spine become soft, relax all the muscles that support in the spine. And as you scan from the pelvis up to the base of your skull, just feel which part of the spine touching the floor and which part of the spine off the floor. And knowing the anatomy of the spine, there should be curves. Pelvis is touching, then lower back is not, then mid back, all the area of thoracic spine is really flat on the mat. And then the neck is off the floor, and you making sure that it feels long as you adjusting the position of the back of the head. So let us have here another 5 breaths. Make sure that we feel grounded, we feel in a moment, in a space, in a time. Making sure that the mind not busy with discussions, decisions, emotions, but all our effort right now turn toward observing and connecting to the body. And here we'll start a very gentle move. We're going to take the right arm across the chest and using the left forearm, maybe press slightly your elbow toward the chest. You feel how your right shoulder comes off the floor and you feel a nice stretch. So you can experiment here by slightly rolling to the left, so lifting the right shoulder blade even more from the floor and then try to press the right shoulder blades down. So just a couple of times, so slight rotation of the upper body and then a return back. One more time, maybe like that. And a release. Let us do it exactly the same on the other side. So bring your left arm across the chest using your right forearm. Just slightly press elbow or just arm toward the chest and feel stretch behind the left shoulder blades. And here again, so slightly rotating and releasing. Try not to be too tense on the top of the left shoulder. So rotating and releasing. And again, rotating and releasing. And let us release the arms again to the same position where we started. Arms on the sides of the body. And just check if you have a little bit more awareness how your shoulder blades are situated on the floor. So let us now bring the right arm exactly perpendicular to the floor, perpendicular to the torso, and then turn the palms toward your feet. And then, keeping your elbows straight, try to bring your arm overhead. So some of you might be able to bring the palm down to the floor, and some will need to stop a little bit earlier because you're finding that your shoulder not allowing you to continue with a straight arm down. Try to keep your elbows straight here and ground your shoulder blade. Play a little bit with the shoulder blades to lift it, what calls elevation, and to press down. So just notice how the shoulder blade is slightly moving when you're holding the arm in this overhead position. The difference from standing is that you have the floor and you are able to actually feel how your shoulder blade moving here. And then keeping the elbows straight, release the arm back, and then all the way down to the floor and palm touching the floor. And just check how you feel your right shoulder. And let us go with the left arm. So lift your left arm perpendicular to the floor, tip of the fingers up toward the ceiling, and with a straight elbow, release the arm overhead. Maybe you touch the floor, maybe not. 90% you're not touching the floor because it feels like you need to bend your elbow. And here, play again with your shoulder blades. Lift it slightly up, like your shoulder goes toward the ear, and then drop it down. So allow the shoulder blades just to move up and down. And because you're on the floor, you actually have a little bit better understanding, a little bit better connection to this movement. And then release the shoulder in a kind of a neutral position, and then release the arm back 90 degrees to the floor, and then all the way down to the point when the palm is touching. And as your palms right now touching the floor, so they are facing the floor, check your shoulders. So you might feel like your shoulders are slightly internally rotated. And now let's turn the palms up toward the ceiling. And notice how your shoulder blades now want to come together. Let's again turn the palms down toward the floor. Notice slight internal rotation. And then turn the palms up toward the ceiling. Go a couple of more times. So depend what your shoulders favorite position. You might feel more internal rotation, or you feel more force on external rotation. But notice how the shoulder blades trying to come off the floor when you're turning palms down, and how shoulder blades pressed a little bit firmly and squeezed together when palms are up. Okay, and just lift your arms and shake them. And let us bench the knees now and bring your right ankle on the top of the left knee. And here we go into the ankle circle. So simply circle your ankle one direction. So pressing the ankle or shin to the left knee, helping us to kind of control the shin bone. And you go with the circles one direction and then the other direction. Then we'll take the right leg up. Then we have a couple of knee bend, just to warm up the knee joint. Because all the lunges on the squats we're doing, we would need to have the knee assist us. And then extend the left leg, interlace the hands on the top of the right knee, and really, really compress. Compress your thigh toward the rib cage. And then using the arms, allow yourself to move the knee in a circular movement. So the circular movement of the thigh bone in the hip socket. On some point you might find that you touching the floor with your toe, that's okay. Open the knee to the side. Again, squeeze, then go slightly across. And then change direction and go maybe 5 times opposite direction. And we'll do the same to the left leg. So let's first plant the right foot to the floor, having the knee bent. Press the left shin into the knee and go with the circles for the left foot. Left ankle rather, and go 5 one direction and go 5 the other direction. Don't rush to, so try to get the full range, and then we'll take the leg up and have a couple of knee bend here. You might feel some hamstring stretch when you extend the leg. And then we're going to extend the right leg and interlace the hands on the top of the left knee. Gently compress the thigh to the rib cage. And then we'll again explore the circular movement of the thigh bone in the left hip. It's a pretty light movement, but you start feeling some stretchy sensations of the muscles and tissues around the hip, and go other direction. So hip and the shoulders are the joint that allows us all those rotational moves. It's a ball and socket joint type. And then bring your both feet to the floor. Let us separate the feet wider on the edges of the mat. You can bring the arms in T position, and let us drop the knees from one side to another side. But don't go too fast. When you drop the knees to one side, feel some stretch on the top leg, on the quads and hip, and then go opposite direction and feel this again. Notice how the hip comes off the floor. So if you're dropping knees to the left, your right hip wants to come off the floor, but you're keeping shoulders grounded. And then through the center, drop the knees to the other side, feel stretch on the left hip. And we'll return back with the knees up, and we'll flip ourselves to the belly. So we're coming into the belly line position, and you might bring your arms in T, or you might have your, let's start with the left palm on the floor, right arm straight, turn your face to the left, and then lift your right leg, bend the knee, and go as far, possibly touching the floor. It's called a scorpion pose. So you're rotating your lower back here. You again feel stretch on the left quad. You might feel like you need to lift the head. You might have a block like a pillow here. And feel a lot of a stretch in the right shoulder, right? So because your arm is in T position. So feeling stretch in the front of the right shoulder. Let us unfold back to the center, and we'll explore that on the other side. So bend your right elbow, plant the left palm for support, extend the left arm in T, and then lift the right leg, bend the knee, and go as far as you can, possibly touching the floor with the right big toe. So rotating here, feeling stretch on the front of the left shoulder, and rotating the lower back. So I hope you found this position, because I want you to do on your own 2 more times to each side. So come to the center and rotate to the opposite. And if it's possible to plant your foot behind the hip, feels quite a lot of a stretch in the quad. So you want to send your knee up toward the ceiling. unfold, and let's go to the other side, planting the foot and feeling stretch, shoulder, thigh, maybe less than the other side, one leg, one side is tighter, always work more. And last time, go to the right, and again rotate, feel some squeeze, so some rotational movement in the spine. You're warming up your back here, and last time going on the second side, whenever you started, to go to the other side, hold a little bit, just feel this twisty sensation in the back of your body, and then release back into the belly line position. And here, with the help with the hands, lift your hips, set your knees wide, press the hips down, stretch your arms in front, bring the forehead down to the floor, and be as active as possible by walking your fingers away and kind of shrugging your shoulders. So lifting your shoulders, what calls elevation, and then having the fingers on the mat, start going with the shoulder blades away from the ears, and notice how your palms are sliding toward your knees. And then again, walk your fingers forward, lift the shoulders, so feel this elevation of the shoulder blades, and then start moving them down. It's not a really huge movement, but you find you creating space on the top of the shoulders and palms coming to their knees. Let us here walk the hands to the left. You might touch the floor with the forehead, might not. You might hold your right wrist with the left hand, might not. But feel now some lateral flexion, some stretch in the rib cage. And again, today I want you to pay attention what happening in your upper back, what happening in all this area around the shoulder blades, how tight or how open this area is, where restrictions are rising. And then walk back to the center, going to the right, holding the left wrist, bring the forehead down, and again, you will here experiment a little bit with a shoulder blade position, feeling quite a lot of a stretch on the upper back on the left side, and all the area of the back of the rib cage also affected here. And then return back to the center, and then just bring your hands to your knees, and let us come into seated position. So come into seated position, and we'll continue to add some hip movements here. So we're coming into the seated position with feet flexed and the shins are parallel to each other. And then let us just drop the right knee in. So internal rotation of the right hip. Try to sit tall, and then release and bring the left knee in. And try to sit tall, and again back, and go a couple of more times. So don't worry about the left knee. So when I want you to explore, first of all, your internal rotation. So go on your own pace, couple of more times. So you might find that you're moving forward. Try to keep your heels, keeping your heels wide and giving you a little bit more space. And basically when you come with internal rotation, you come into 90-90 position if you are holding your feet flexed. Okay, so one more time to the both directions. And then we'll bring the legs in a position of deer pose. So let's have a left knee in front, left shin in front, and left toe touching the right knee. Okay? Ideally, I would like you not to use your hands, but if you need to, it's okay to help you to push. Just watch me. What I need you to do is to engage in your core, lift yourself up to your knees. Push yourself with hands if needed. It's okay. Yes. Okay. And go down. We're going to do it 3 times just on this side. And again, lift yourself up. Find how you're holding yourself by using the glutes and core. And come down. And one more time, coming up. And coming down. And of course, we would like to do it on the other side. So we'll change the position. Find what is the right angle for your shins, right? Because we might have a little bit different mobility. You might feel your left hip not so happy with this internal rotation. Mine is also giving me some signals that it's tight. And I'm going to do the same. Come up. You might find it's easy. I see for some of you it's easy. And again, coming up. And coming down. And last time coming up. And coming down. And now you can watch me. We're going to come up. We're going to take the toes to the other side. We're going to come down. So coming up. On your knees, take your toes to the other side and come down. Yes. So we want to have as much symmetry in our body as possible. And it might be a little bit challenging. Do your best. So we'll do 2 at times. Coming up and coming down. Coming up and coming down. And last time. And down. And I want you to come into position with the right shin in front. So if you're on the other side, just do it one more time with the right shin on the side. So while you sit here, watch me. Next time as we're coming up, we're going to bring the body weight to the right leg and we're going to step the left foot in front. Then we're going to go back. We're going to bring this knee down and we sit. Let's do just one side, okay? So I know you might need to use your hand, it's fine. But ideally you're using your core. So lift yourself up. Now readjust your right shin. So you are here, 90 degree. Bring the body weight here. Stabilize your right hip and then step. Use it here. So you come for 90 lunge, right? Now going back. You're stabilizing your hip to lift your leg. Bring the knee down. Take both toes to the left and come down, sit. Ideally no hands, right? Coming up. So you need to stabilize. To stabilize your right hip, you need to have your shin straight. Bring the body weight here. Lift the other knee. Stabilize your hip. Stabilize your core. Step the foot. Very good. Bring it down. Take your knees to the other side. And come all the way down. Let us release the legs and shake. We will try to find it on the other side. If this side was challenging, hopefully the other side will be easier. Maybe you have more mobility. So coming into the deer leg pose with the left shin in front. Okay, get your shins, get your ankles where it feels right. There is no right or wrong in this alignment. Now, using your core strength, lift yourself up. Now, rearrange your left knee, maybe bring a little bit closer. Bring the body weight to the left. Stabilize your hip, engage your core. Step the right foot up. Going backward. Bring your knee down. Take your toes to the side. Come down. Again, coming up. Stabilizing the left knee, left hip. step the right foot. Going back, bring the knee down, taking toes to one side, coming in. We're gonna go last time. We'll come up, stabilizing the knee, stepping the right foot, and now trying without leaning forward. So you're in a 90 here. Tuck your toes, lift your knee off the floor, and come up. Yes, okay, so that's exactly what I want you to avoid, to collapse here. I want you to immediately find your back leg. Let us bend the knee and come down. Change. Step the left foot in front. Engage your core. Keep your glutes helping you. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee off the floor, and then come up. Using the back leg for support. That's better, much better. Not leaning forward ideally. Now bend your knee, come down. Bring your knees together. We'll do other side. Step the right foot. Stabilizing your core. Tucking the toes, lifting the knee, and using back leg, back leg, back leg. This is just balance. Coming up. Excellent. Bending the knee, coming down. And tuck the toes, change. Just the last time. Stepping the left foot. Tucking the toes, lifting the knee, coming up, and holding. And holding, using, try not to collapse to the knee. Coming down, bring the knees together, and let us take knees wide and have a moment here to rest in child pose. A little bit stretch off your lower back, taking the breath. So as you can sense, we practiced today very simple movement to come down to the floor and come off the floor. And we tried to practice the pattern, practice maybe a bit of a new locomotion that are helping you definitely to not collapse to your knee, but use your core and always the back leg. When you're ready, slide your hands forward, tuck your toes, and come into downward dog. Set your feet hip distance, bring the head between the arms, very long spine. You can pedal your heels, and then look forward and walk to the front of the mat. Maybe hand here for the breath, add a bit of an extra stretch for the lower back, and let's very slowly come up into standing position. And let us continue to work with our support of the back leg in the lunges. So I would invite you to step your left foot back. It doesn't need to be super long stance. Bend your right knee, bring your hands to the hips, and try to align your shoulders above the hips. And start pressing the back heel down, engaging the leg. Feeling how glute and hamstring. So you quite experienced yogis, you know how it feels to lift the leg. So you should feel the same work when your foot is on the floor. Okay, and then we'll change and step the right foot back, and here we find in the back leg supporting. So you don't have fold forward, because with this fold forward you're overloading the quad. I want you to have your shoulders above the hips, back knee straight. Good. And step to the front. Okay, we'll change that a little bit. We're going to have a block, and we'll step on the block. If you're finding that one block is not enough, you can have one block in front of the other, so your big toe is supported here. And we'll bring the body weight to the right foot where we have a block, and then stepping the left foot back. Taking a moment here to find the balance. Front knee 90 degree, and here we're going to be bending the left knee, maintaining the straight position, and then bring the knee back. So the front knee is not moving. If you want to make sure, you can touch the knee with the right hand and work with the left hand to kind of tongue the tailbone, so pelvic tilt, and then bring the knee up. Go 5 times, bending the knee, tucking the tailbone, bringing the knee straight. Bending the knee, holding, bringing the knee straight. Last time, bending the knee, coming back, and we'll change. Shake your legs. Very good. It's honestly not a very easy exercise. Okay, so stepping the left foot on the block, stepping the right foot back. It doesn't need to be a super big distance here. And you start doing the same thing. So you flexing the toes, lifting the heel, tucking the tailbone under, controlling the front knee coming down and coming up. So try not to have this hinge forward. Penny, bring your one hand, think like you are scooping the tailbone, pressing it down. Yes, better. And then come. And the front knee is not moving. It's really solid here. It's only back leg. Excellent. And come all the way. I want you to see the back knee comes to the full extension. Bend it. Okay, we're finding that one leg is weaker than the other. And come up. One more time. Coming down. And coming up. Excellent. Shake your legs. Definitely a bit of a burning here happening in your legs. Shake your legs. Let us flow a little bit. Let us go through a couple of vinyasas to use our new knowledge of the lunge, a new strength of the back leg here. So bringing the arms on the sides of the hips. Remember, we were on the floor with this position, and we controlled our pelvis, we controlled our shoulders. With inhale, lift your arms up. We also practice this on the floor, and we found that arms might be slightly away from the overhead position as we have some restriction in the shoulders. Then hinging from the hips all the way down, exhale. Have a nice and passive stretch, releasing the head, not holding the tension in the neck. And then stepping the left foot back into lunge. Immediately finding the back leg support, lifting the torso up and coming all the way with the shoulders above the hips and taking the arms up. Or again, if you discover you have some limitation, keep your arms lower, maybe 45. Even if you're holding them parallel to the floor, that's good enough as long as you have control in your shoulders. And try not to feel that you collapse into the lower back. You scooping the front of the body in. So really engaging your abdomen. Bring the hands on the floor and stepping into the downward dog. You're welcome to walk your dog here. Head between the arms, long spine. And then on inhale, slide into plank and drop the knees down to the floor. So let us just review the position. Very often I am observing how the students having their shoulders moved backward from the wrist. This way we have a lot of the body weight on the shoulders. So yes, you might have restrictions on your wrist, but you want to have your forearms exactly 90 degrees to the floor. So our shoulders are above the palms. Here, when you press in the floor, you feel your triceps are working. And now engage your glutes, tuck your toes and lift your knees off the floor. And continue to push. Where the push happening? Push happening from the shoulders. And then drop the knees down to the floor and come all the way down. Exhale. You might need to adjust your hands to come on the sides of the rib cage. Strong legs, lift the torso off the floor, maybe just a bit. Neck is neutral. Then bring the chin to the chest, press the floor, tuck the tailbone under, tuck the toes, and come into the downward dog. Exhale. Look forward and walk to the front of the mat. Bring the hands on the shins, lift the chest halfway. Let's explore this hip hinge for the moment, maintaining neutral spine, distributing the body weight equal on the feet, so not locking your knees, not tucking your tailbone. And then from here, we'll just dive up into standing and exhale, bring the arms on the sides of the hips. Let's go on the other side. Inhale. Again, your choice, your stop, where you feel you're restricted and you're bending elbows. Palms together, exhale, folding all the way down, exhale. Stepping the right foot back, immediately finding support, not collapsing to the front thigh. Bring shoulders above the hips and practicing your variation of the arm position. From the overhead to the parallel to the floor, whatever your shoulders allows, whatever shoulders feels comfortable. On exhale, bring the hands on the floor and step the left foot back. Again, we're going to drop the knees down for the moment, making sure that our shoulders are situated above the wrist. Exactly. Tuck the tailbone under and then tuck the toes, lift the knees off the floors and hold, push, 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 push. Drop the knees, exhale, come down. Bring the hands on the sides of the rib cage, roll the shoulders back, pointed toes, lift the chest off the floor, shoulders back. And then press yourself into the downward dog again. Exhale, long spine. Looking forward, walk into the front of the mat. Again, bring the hands just a bit above the knees, on the knees, finding the hip hinge, neutral spine. Start bringing the body weight to the heels, dropping the hips, stopping here with the hands touching the knees. You should have your arms exactly perpendicular to the floor. And then lift your gaze, bring your arms in front of you, finding your chair pose. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the heels, press yourself up. Exhale. So let us practice a couple of times the chair pose from standing, because in our daily activities we usually sit from standing and coming up. So set your feet hip distance, so this should be support, and then start hinging. So go a couple of times in hinge rather than bending knees. So hinge. So sending your butt back. I'm usually not using this butt world, but this is really easy when you think of this movement. Back. Okay, next time. Very good, Penny. We improved your chair pose a lot. And then stop. And then stop, keeping and feeling that, okay, here is the edge of the chair. I'm going to touch it. Go a little bit lower. You can touch it a little bit lower. Engage in the core a little bit lower. Look in front of you. Don't look on the floor. Arms could be in front. Don't extend your lower back. And then from the heels, press yourself up. Excellent. Excellent. I love the improvement. Let's do it a couple of times again. So first, just think, because we usually do it in dynamic. So what we usually do, we're going here, right? So use your back of the legs. And then on some point, stop. Visualize the chair. Hold the arms parallel, engage the core, and go back, 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 back. Like you're going to touch the chair, you're going to touch the chair, you're going to touch the chair, and come up and exhale. Excellent. Shake your legs. Okay, we're going to practice today one more flow. This is the flow to distribute the weight from the back leg in the lunge into the front leg and find the stability. It's not something new for you. So let us come into the lunge. It doesn't need to be, again, a very long lunge. Bend your front knee. Have your hands on the hips. And I want you to really feel how the back leg supporting here. Now, to bring the body weight forward, that's where you need to get a bit of a torso coming forward and start bringing the body weight to the front leg, but you don't let the knee to pass the toes, right? So you still keep the knee above the heel. You start engaging the back of the front leg, body weight on the heels, and on some point you're finding yourself here. You're standing on the front leg, hips square, flex the back foot. You don't need to lift high. And now distributing the weight back, again step, and immediately unload the knee. Bring the body weight to the other leg. Okay, let's change and try it on the other. So I'm hoping you are getting what I want you to feel. So let us come into lunge, using the back leg and front knee 90 degree. And it never goes forward, never. It stays here. So feel support from the back leg. Now, just hinging forward a little bit. Start bringing the body weight to the foot, but not letting the knee to come. Ground your heel, engage your left glute and hamstring. Lift your right leg off the floor. Hold here. Foot flexed. And then step back. Immediately finding the back leg, front knee 90 degree, and rest. So let us do it one more time. The same way. Right foot in front, left foot behind. 90 degree knee, back leg. Solid, solid back leg. Finding your work of your hamstring. Just hinging, not rounding. Just hinging forward, bringing the body weight to the right foot, not letting the knee to pass. Body weight on the heel, lift the leg. This time, maybe you're trying to lift the leg a little bit higher, maintaining hips square, feeling that the hips is above the heel, engaging the core. Now, bending the knee and stepping back, finding immediately the back leg support you. Excellent. And we'll change. Stepping the right foot back, 90 degree knee, using the back leg. Hinging forward a bit and finding control. The left leg is supporting us, not the thigh, but hamstring. Lift the leg. Maybe trying to go a little bit lower, lifting the leg, flexing the foot, engaging the core, relaxing shoulders. And as you bend your standing knee, you're landing on the back leg and finding support. Excellent. And come to the front. Shake your legs. Okay, so we'll work a little bit more on the stability of the hips today into our balance sequence. We'll bring the body weight to the right foot and we're going to lift the left knee, maybe interlacing the hands and pulling the left knee as high as you can. And hold them with one hand and keep the other arm to the side. Focus on your right glute, right abdomen. Pull the knee high, keep chest proud open, and release. Going on the other side. Bring the body weight to the left foot, stabilizing the left hip. Lifting the right knee, maybe with two hands first, squeeze it high, and then finding just one hand helping you here. The other arm goes to the side, squeeze, and focus on the left hip stability. Left hip stability. Strong leg, strong leg. Keep breathing. You're not holding your breath, right? And release. Okay, going with the hip opening. Bringing the body weight to the right foot. Stabilizing the hip, lifting the left knee. This time maybe using just one hand and open the knee. But your shoulders and hips are facing front. This time we're going to come into cactus pose with the right arm. Trying to have the forearm perpendicular to the floor. Lift the left knee high, flex the foot. Lift it high, lift it high, lift it high. Stabilize your right hip, stabilize your right hip. Are you breathing? Bring the knee to the front and release. Other side. Finding the left foot, left hip and lifting the knee, pulling it high. Cactus pose, opening the knee and just holding this high. Stabilize your left hip, yes. Left hip could be weaker, could be tighter and weaker at the same time. Do your best. Do your best, hold high, Open chest. Bring the knee to the front. And release. Excellent. Shake your legs. Let's approach the front of the mat and let's flow one more time to come into seated position. With inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Hands on the shins, coming into half fold. And then hands on the floor, stepping into plank. Dropping the knees, coming all the way down. Readjusting the hands to be on the sides of the ribcage, strong legs. Lifting the face and chest slightly off the floor, and then lifting the palms off the floor. Squeezing the shoulders. Elbows goes up toward the ceiling, forearms perpendicular to the mat. Bring the hands down to the floor and press yourself into the child pose. Exhale. Maybe a slight release of the lower back here, rocking from side to side. And then let's come into seated position. I would like you to use the block under the seat bones, and we'll come into the twist with the left shin on the floor and right knee up toward the ceiling. Interlacing the hands on the top of the left shin, lifting yourself tall, and then hugging your knee, bringing the arm behind and gently twist. Close your eyes and think of relaxation here. Unfold back. Try not to drop your chin down when you twist. Try to think of chin sitting on the shelf. We'll change in the legs. And then the right shin down, left knee up. Interlace the hands on the top of the left knee. Sit tall. Hold the thigh. Bring the left arm behind and gently twist. Exhale. So again, no pressure of the chin down. Try to keep front of the neck open. And unfold back to the center. Exhale. We might take the block away. We'll be more stable when the hips will be on the floor. We'll take heels together, toes apart. And holding your ankles, let us just get a very, very long spine. So feeling some stretch. You can move your knees a little bit like a butterfly. And then keep it as open as you can. Grab your toes and think of coming forward. So elbows comes in front of the shins, and you're not looking on your heels, but you're looking in front of you and creating quite a lot of a stretch for your, again, area of the lower back. Think not to be rigid, not to put too much effort in your shoulders and arms, but more of like release in the hip area, in the lower back area, and reaching forward. We will then release, maybe we bring in the feet together, so a little bit more stable here. And then bring your left hand to grab your right ankle and take your right arm as far back as it feels comfortable and look to your right palm here. And just feel maybe a pulse in the right palm back, so opening the chest a little bit more. Try to keep your torso straight and release back. So have a moment here in a straight spine, then grab your left ankle with the right hand, rotate to the left and take your left arm back, maybe pulsing. I always love a dynamic work. Giving you some idea of the range and come back to the center. Let us extend the legs in front. Maybe take the flat away from the seat bone, sit tall, and then walk your hands toward your shins. Again, not rounding. Maybe some of you not really coming anywhere, but sitting just straight. Maybe coming a little bit forward. And depend on how much forward you're coming, your gaze might lower, but otherwise your gaze is forward. Feel that you have a very intense stretch for the hamstrings. We put them at work today. We want to have this active stretch. And release. We will now find the supine position again. Bringing feet hip distance like we go into the bridge. And let us today use the block in between the inner thighs. So let us squeeze the block here. And we're going to come into bridges. So when you're ready, you're lifting your hips. And when you lift your hips, you don't need to go into a much of extension. Think more of a neutral position of the spine. And you're finding how your knees want to come apart. Squeeze your knees and think of sending the knees away from the hips. And use the glutes and hamstrings to maintain your torso off the floor. Neck is long, so don't press the chin to your chest. Keep your neck long. And slowly come down. Exhale. We'll do two more like that. So when you're ready, lift your hips, neutral position. Squeeze the block. Send the knees away. Feel a bit of a stretch in the hip flexor area here. Hold. Long neck. Breath is normal. Keep squeezing. Slowly coming down. Exhale. And here's the last one. We'll come up, keep the block between the inner thighs, send your knees away, engaging glutes, hamstrings, holding, and coming all the way back. Releasing the block, and bring your knees to your chest, rocking from side to side. And when you're ready, we'll just have a bit of a passive stretch here, coming with a position like we started, but this time we'll work on the hip stretch. So we'll lift the foot, adjusting where the ankle is comfortable, keeping the foot, right foot flexed. You can take the left leg straight. You can interlace the hands behind the thigh, keeping the knee straight or bent, whatever feels right for you. Control your shoulders, and just hold here. Then dropping the foot down to the floor, taking the arms wide, and let us drop this position of the legs to the left, creating stretch around the right hip again. You can adjust the arms to come into comfortable position where you feel opening in the front of the chest, opening in the front of the shoulders. And let's release first. Before we go to the other side, we want to realign the spine, realign the hips and shoulders, and then bend your knee, open here. Keep the foot flexed, lift your foot off the floor, interlace the hands behind the thigh, relax the shoulders. Then release the hands, bring the arms in a T or Y and drop the legs to the right, maybe rotating the head to the left. And unfold back to the center. Again, come into their centered position, maybe lifting legs, shaking them, lifting arms, shaking them. And when you're ready, come to Shavasana, extending the legs. When you're releasing the legs, find the position of slight external rotation of the hips, letting your toes fall apart. Adjust the shoulders as well. Hopefully you feel comfortable to turn the palms up toward the ceiling. So today we worked extensively for the hamstring, glute strength. So you definitely feel right now awareness of your lower body, back. So try to relax. So take away any tension that may be accumulated there. Try to let the muscles be soft. Cultivate the grounding, cultivate the rooting of the body. When you're ready to move, maybe turn the head from side to side. Stretch the fingers, make a fist, stretch again. Get some wrist circles, maybe go in a full stretch and check how you feel your arms overhead if you're more aware of position for the shoulder blades. Then bend your knees and drop the knees to one side. Using the arm, bring yourself into the seated position. And definitely if you feel some other moves that comes naturally for your body before the completion of the practice, go ahead with them. No rush to come into Sukhasana. Bring the hands on the knees and maybe gently close your eyes. Just check how your hips feels. If you feel there's a cross leg position now, a little bit steadier, a little bit more in the ease, and then bring the hands in front of the heart. Thank yourself for being able to be on the mat today and practice some functional movements, some movements from the yoga practice that help you to move with grace through your daily activities. Take a positive vibe of this practice to be a guide for the rest of the day. Namaste.